How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know that every video seems like an excuse about why I'm not posting the child predator catch in Thailand that I came over here for. It's just there's a lot of legal hurdles in the way of this. In the UK, I know exactly what my rights are, what the laws I have to follow are, and everything in a straight line to get these cases out like this. While over here, the laws are so different. I've been informed by the lawyer that I've hired over in Thailand to help me with this case, allowed to show very minimal information about this person. I'm allowed to show you guys some of the text messages, but not in full, because in full there's some details to do with a police investigation that I'm not allowed to release, or something on the lines of that. I'm not allowed to show the timestamps about when we started speaking, the day that we organised to meet, or anything like this. I'm not allowed to tell you the location we met, and I have to heavily blur this person to the point that you wouldn't even be able to tell what gender they are. With this being said, I'm willing to remake this video from what I did make originally, just including these bits of information and as much as I'm humanly possibly allowed to tell you guys at the moment. The only thing is it will be only a portion of what my normal videos contain, and I don't know if that's something that you guys want. And if it's not something you guys want, I won't make it until at a later date I can release all of the information. Let me know in the comments down below what you would prefer. But without any further hesitation, let's get to today's video. This video was uploaded by a YouTube channel under the name of Ace, and I've been recommended this video multiple times on my Instagram account, which is on the screen now. This sting operation was conducted in Chester, South Carolina. I know some of the laws in this area, and we'll go through this video together.
Excuse me, hey, you're Myra? Maria? Hey, my name is Danny. I run an organization called ACE, Alliance Against Childhood Exploitation. I'm recording this for my safety and yours. I'm here to meet you because you're here to meet a 15-year-old girl. Yeah, but we plan on doing that. Right, but you said you wanted to wife her up.
So as I mentioned a lot of the time, without any backstory to these videos, without any text, be that screenshots of conversations or replica photos from these conversations, it's hard to work out what's going on. The reason I don't mind recreated text conversations are as follows. If a text conversation is recreated and any of the information in that is false, this can fall under defamation of character and slander, even liable depending on where it's said. What this means is if any of those conversations are faked, any of those conversations are misleading, the person that has been caught meeting a child has got a very easy out. And in most cases, child predator catchers like myself or any of these YouTube channels wouldn't risk faking messages or conversations because they know how badly that can backfire in the long run. Without any conversations at all, I don't know if there was any luring, any entrapment, or who messaged first, which makes this a very difficult video to work out.
No, I'll tell her she gets older. When she gets older? Yeah, but did I tell you my sexual?
Let me explain why her sentence here is an admission of guilt. What she said here, she was speaking to a 15-year-old, which she hasn't disputed at this point, saying that she was willing to wife her up at a later date. If you engage in any conversations with somebody under the age of the consensual age, which in South Carolina is 16 years old, this can be classed as grooming, especially if these messages are in preparation for when they're of a legal age. For example, if she said to a decoy that was 15 years old, "Hey, you're really sexy," the decoy replies, "I'm 16 in 3 weeks." If she then goes, "Oh, we can speak until you're 16 and then do stuff then," this is grooming. If she then says instead, "Message me when you're 16," this isn't. As she knew perfectly well the girl's age in this situation, 15, as we've been through, and she said that she was willing to wifey her up when she was old enough, this is grooming and this is an admission of guilt. And in court, without any reasonable doubt, she'll get put on a register for that.
Just so you know, she's 27 years old, okay? You've been talking to a decoy from our organization. I understand you're nervous. Nobody is here to hurt you.
Comment about my ass.
That's right. So you've been talking. You've been talking to what you believe is a 15-year-old girl.
No, I know we're no 15-year-old girl. What's going on?
You said you didn't want to get in trouble.
I never said that I was. No, I didn't know she was 15.
It's amazing that every single person has almost what seems like a textbook that they read from in every single case. I didn't know she was 15, but you said that you were worried about getting in trouble. Yeah, but as soon as she's mentioned, if there is proof of this, of course, I haven't seen the evidence, so I can't say for sure. But if she did say that she's worried about getting caught, as I've mentioned this multiple times by now, this throws out any insanity defense. This throws out any argument that she didn't know what she was doing was wrong. The fact that she was worried about getting caught, she knew that exactly what she was doing was wrong. And she knew the legal repercussions, otherwise she wouldn't be worried about being caught. What you call this is a slam dunk. She done fucked up.
No, I'm not trying to get in trouble.
Right, I know, I have all the messages. Right, that's why I'm meeting you here today.
What, jail or something?
No, I'm not a cop.
What's going on?
Am I going to jail or something?
What do you mean, what's going on? What a confusing thing to say. Well, what's going on is you've been caught trying to meet a 15-year-old girl, love. Yeah, that's what's going on. What's going on is you've been caught red-handed. It's insane. What do you mean, what's going on? Really?
So my name is Danny. I run an organization called ACE, Alliance Against Child Exploitation. I meet with adults who try to meet with children. Okay, so I'm not taking you to jail. I'm here to expose you as an online child predator. You're preying on a 15-year-old girl.
This adult is meeting a minor after conversations which included sexual intent. This is something that you need to inform the police about as soon as possible. Make a video. We don't mind. I make videos on it. Just do it. Why not? Right? But make sure you go through the right protocol first.
Right? You were talking about kissing her. That's wrong. That's wrong. Okay, you're a grown woman. You're my age.
I knew this was a setup. That's why I didn't want to meet her.
You knew it was a setup.
Yeah.
I knew this was a setup, so I just came anyway and engaged in sexual conversations with a minor. Yeah, that sounds about right, doesn't it? Oh, I knew that. I knew it was a setup. Of course I did.
It's like her ego is so big that she can't even admit that she's been caught doing something wrong. So she's like, fuck it, I knew what was going on. It's fine. Your ego cannot be that good if you have a haircut like that, love. And that's coming from somebody that's got a haircut like this. And talking about cutting hairs, I would like to mention today's sponsor, Manscaped. Manscaped is the best all-in-one body and hair shaver for men and women, if they want to use it. I've been using one of these for the last few months now. That's how I shave my beard, my balls, and my hair. And normally in that order, which is it's quite disgusting if you think about it. Well, luckily, these are completely waterproof, so I can wash it in between each shave. But still, I don't know why I go balls then head. It just seems like the right way to do it. Using a normal razor for my head, my beard, anything on my body, I normally cut myself multiple times in each shaving session. Using Manscaped, I can do everything without the worry of getting a nick, a tag, or a cut. Just to prove how well this works, look how smooth my head is. And it doesn't cut you. I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing this, but just to prove the point, it doesn't cut you. And that doesn't cut you anywhere on your body. Guys, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you want to try out any Manscaped product, head into the link down below at manscaped.com. Use the code FOX for 20% off your entire order. So order as much as you want. If you order 5 things, it's basically like getting 1 for free. If they're all the same price, buy them for your friends and family. It's Father's Day soon. I guess you can buy one for your dad. That's the code FOX for 20% off your entire Manscaped order. Link down below. Back into the video.
But you're here. But you're here.
I wasn't going to do nothing.
But regardless of what you say, if you're going to do anything or not, it doesn't mean anything. If there was any intent to do anything naughty before you attempted to meet this minor, this is the only evidence that the court will be shown. Because you can full well in your brain of brains and in your knowledge of knowledge not think or know 100% you're not going to touch this child. But unfortunately, all that is a personal thought and it's not proof. You've already messed up, and regardless of what you say at this point, you're just sort of digging yourself a hole.
But you showed up after you said you wanted to wife her up, right?
Can I leave?
You can leave. I'm not holding you here. I just wanted to have a conversation with you because you know this is wrong. You know, you're a woman. I'm a woman. You're a mother. We're supposed to protect children. We're supposed to look out.
That's why I was telling her that I didn't want to meet her. Didn't I tell you that?
You did eventually, but
It's kind of hard to understand what they're saying. The audio isn't great in this video, but it sounds like she said that she didn't want to be with the prop anymore, and the people conducting this confirm. Again, without reading the entire conversation or the key parts of the conversation or anything like that, it's hard to know what's going on. That's why I try and include as much conversation in all of my videos as possible. Regardless of if she said at a later date she didn't want to do anything, there was still active grooming before that, and it's still technically against the law, and she still turned up to meet this minor.
But I'm not trying to get in any trouble, none of that. I just want to go home. I just wanted to...
You can go home. Hey, I'm just here to talk to you. We're not here to hurt you or call the police, okay? I'm here to tell you that what you're doing is wrong, and you should not be talking to children.
I'm sorry. I told her I didn't want to meet her or none of that. I knew what to say.
But the damage is done. You understand? Because if you would have been talking to a real little girl, you would have said all these horrible things to a little girl.
I wasn't trying to hurt nobody. I'm sorry.
Regardless of if you're trying to hurt somebody and hurting somebody vicariously through your pathetically ignorant actions are completely different. My personal opinion, I don't believe the majority of the child predators that I speak to or have spoken to or have exposed or reacted to have fully understood what they are doing is damaging to the child. I think they understand the law and the repercussions of the law, but I don't think they understand why it's a law. Regardless of if you're intending to hurt this minor, you will. You need to get that into your head.
I'm here driving and spending $50 to get to you right now.
I knew you wasn't the child.
But you also hit her up for money.
No, I didn't.
You were asking her to cash app.
No, I asked her to show a cash up.
So, you were trying to extort money off a minor at the same time as grooming them. I mean, fair play, you've got fucking balls. Balls that need to be shaved. Manscaped.com. But you got to see what I mean here. Like how ignorant to everything you have to be to groom a child and then also ask that child for money. Jesus. My brain.
So I could meet her. I didn't want to do nothing.
You were gonna meet her on cash app?
Huh?
You want her to pay for you to come home and tell
No, I didn't want her to pay for nothing. Can I please go?
No, you can go. We're not holding you here. Like I said, I'm just having a conversation with you. Okay, we're women. We're supposed to protect children. We're supposed to be nurturers. We're supposed to be caregivers. Okay, we're supposed to look out for kids, not exploit them, not hit them up for money, and not tell them you want to kiss them and wife them up. Even if that's 3 years from now, that's wrong. And you're lucky that I'm not a cop because you'd be going to jail right now.
You should be going to jail regardless, and this is something that I very strongly disagree with. Because you've not shown the full conversations before this, or even a portion of those conversations, I don't know if those conversations are alluring in any way. And the fact that you're hesitant to go to the police about this and provide them with all of this evidence, places women under citizen arrest, call the police in and let them deal with it, makes me feel like you're not too secure in the evidence that you have, which makes me feel like you may have broken a small law. This is why it's important to show as much conversations as you humanly can before you show an encounter, because that would help everybody understand the gravity of the situation. But regardless of that, you still need to call the police in. That is your job.
I know you were afraid to get caught, but this is wrong. And you're lucky I'm not a cop. You're lucky I'm not here to hurt you. There's a lot of people that do really bad things to people like you.
Although this isn't a direct threat, this can be seen as threatening behaviour, saying, "You're lucky I'm not here to hurt you." It sounds threatening and can put the person under distress and alarm and throw the entire case out. It's not a strict science, it's completely down to the discretion of whatever judge and jury are there at the time, but don't do this just in case.
Your 8-year-old's gonna be this age in 5 years, man. 5 or 6 years. Okay? What if an adult?
Wait, is she 15 or is she 13 or 14? Maybe this woman just doesn't understand maths, and fair enough. Who wants to learn maths? Nobody.
If you don't have gas to go pick up a little girl, there's no reason you should ask her to spend $100 to get there and back.
I knew that, like I said, I knew this was a setup. I knew there was no child.
If you knew this was a setup and you knew this was not a child, why would you engage in sexual conversations with this proper account, knowing full well that this wasn't a real child and that you were going to get exposed? It's because you thought it was a real child. Fuck.
You knew it was a setup, so why are you here?
To risk your freedom? To risk
What if I was a cop? You'd be in jail. So you would just come here to check it out to go to jail? That doesn't make any sense. Some part of you wondered whether this little girl was real. Okay, you told her that you wanted somebody to bring around your children. And somebody that was good for your children, okay? You thought this person was real, and that's why you're here.
So she wanted to find someone that was good for her children by bringing home somebody their age. I'm worried that this person is a mother, honestly. I'm worried. This needs to be reported correctly, and these children need to be given to somebody who is a proper carer.
Where were you gonna go with her, by the way?
I wasn't gonna go nowhere, I was gonna talk to her and hang out, that's all.
At Walmart?
Yeah.
Where? In the chip aisle? You guys were gonna talk and hang out and get to know each other? But wait, I thought you said she wasn't real.
Just digging herself a hole here. This person that I knew wasn't real the entire time, I was just going to meet at Walmart and hang out with. What? This person doesn't exist. Yeah, exactly. I was just going to meet whoever was pretending to be that child and hang out with them in Walmart. Do you know how stupid that sounds? Probably not. Fucking idiot.
You just look annoyed. You don't look sorry. You look annoyed with me. Am I inconveniencing you? Is this an inconvenience to your fucking day? That you came to meet a little girl right now? Am I bothering you? Is this uncomfortable? This should be fucking uncomfortable. Go home to your fucking children. Go.
She shouldn't have the chance to go home to her children just yet after attempting to meet a minor. What you should do at this point is call the police in, place her under citizen arrest, and get her arrested. It's bizarre to me that you're allowing this woman to go back out into society to perpetrate other crimes. Because at the moment, all you've done is make a YouTube video on it. You haven't taken this to the police. You haven't gone through the right procedures. At the moment, you're just growing a YouTube channel, which I can't fault you for. You know, you're only on 1.3k, and fair enough. I can see why you'd want to grow. But at the same time, do your due diligence first. Get this woman arrested. And then you got a better YouTube video out of it, surely. Oh, I got somebody arrested.
She was supposed to
Think about
drive
it.
about an hour to come pick the decoy up, but she in turn decided to ask the decoy to take a $50 cab to come meet her.
So the video ends here, the woman drives off and she just sort of finishes her little monologue. If I had to rate this video, I'd give it a 2 out of 10. No conversations were shown. I do not know the extent that this person was coerced. I do not know the extent that this person was entrapped, or even if they weren't entrapped. I don't know any of that because I've been given no background information. The police were not called when they should have been called, which is a massive red flag. She allowed this woman to leave when the woman was being very placid. She was just staying there. She could have called the police. The police would have arrived in the time that they were recording. But no, she decided not to do that. And the reason why I'd give the rating so low is mainly because of the police not being called. You have to be confident in what you're doing. If you don't call the police, it makes people like me and the people that watch the videos think that maybe you didn't do it properly. Because why else wouldn't you call the police? Anyway, that's it with today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Click the link down below, check out Manscaped, use the code FOX for 20% off your entire order. Enjoy your day, guys. Have a safe weekend. Peace.